Hello everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to the channel. Today we're actually back in Star Citizen and it's a big day for Star Citizen. The 3.5 update has finally arrived to all of us backers. Previously for the last month it was only available to those who are subscribers, so while I did have access to it, I didn't want to make a video on it because it wasn't entirely complete or bug-free. I mean, none of it's ever bug-free, but you get the gist. It was kind of like early development still, whereas this is the almost finished product, I guess you could say, and they've released it to the main wave of Star Citizen backers. So if you are a Star Citizen backer, you can now come and actually play in this 3.5 environment. There's a brand new planet, there's some new ships, there's some new features, a new character customization, which was quite confusing, which I just did. I had a ton of new stuff to explore. But today, I know the one big thing you guys want to see, and that is the giant city-like planet, which is Arc Corp. So let's grab a ship and go over there. Right, we're going to need a ship, and I want one with the best view, so let's get my constellation. Where is it? Hopefully it's not destroyed. Nope, it's stored. Okay, right, let's retrieve it. We're going to get this one, as it's kind of like an exploration ship anyway. There you go, it's been delivered. I've not actually got the exploration variant, but it's got some big windows. It'll do. If I had a luxury ship, then I'd probably take that, but I'm not really a man of luxury. I like ships, you know, which feel like they are in space. The things made of glass, not my cup of tea. Well, yeah, that took a while. A09. So just a heads up, if you are thinking of getting Star Citizen and want to start off with some coin, which you can spend in-game, then you can use my referral code, which is on screen now, but it's best if you click it down below in the description. I believe it gets you 5,000 credits when you sign up and join. It's quite cool. It basically allows me to get fun things in the game as well, so it works 50-50. Anyway, let's go board the Constellation Andromeda. Here we go. Look at that. That is very nice. Okay, well, let's get the lift. I want to get there as soon as possible, so we're going to jump in this today, power up the ship systems, go to light speed, and we'll get over to Arc Corp as quickly as possible. So let's make sure we do that. If you are looking to play Star Citizen with me or my community, feel free to join our Discord server. We're hopefully doing some more community events this week. I know I'm meant to be doing some combat or exploration, as that's always fun in Star Citizen. So, you know, different events for different people. I really want to, like, play more of this game now, because now it's in a solid sort of state. Like, a kind of a solid state. Use that with citation marks, really. Now it's in, like, more of a developed state. It's easier to play around with and not have so many bugs. But 3.5 is still a little bit buggy. It's one thing you should take note of, is Star Citizen is a constantly in-progress game. Right, let's power on and go to flight ready. Boop. Ship systems are online. Right, let's bring up our map with F2. Let's scroll all the way out. Now, we want to go... We're not in the Crusader system anymore. We want to go to Arc Corp, which is all the way over here. So let's set route. Boom. Excellent. And initiate takeoff. 3, 2, 1, go. Takeoff complete. Shields are down, and let's go. Right, we need to find our actual jump coordinates. I believe it's this one here, isn't it? There you go, Arc Corp. Now, they've updated the flight model recently with this 3.5 patch. I haven't learned much about it yet. I'm currently playing for keyboard and mouse for clarification. I usually have my joystick, aka what we call a HOTAS setup, but I've not actually got it currently because I couldn't be asked to plug it in, to be honest. It's a bit of a stretch. Alright, we're going to quantum space. 3, 2, 1. And a bit. And a bit more. There we go. Right, we are in quantum travel now. It's going to take us about 10 minutes or so to travel over to Arc Corp, I think, roughly. So I'm going to stop the video here and do a bit of a time-lapse and fast-forward it. I'm going to give you some more information while we are here, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, enjoy this lovely little time-lapse. Okay, so as we're traveling through quantum space, I'm going to tell you about a few of the new features that have been added with the 3.5 update. You'll see me explore some of these in the video, but for now, let's see what we've got. We've got the new DNA face customization system. This is quite cool. You can also play as female characters now, and the way you can change around the sort of like actual character you portray in the game now is quite cool. I had quite a lot of fun customizing my character. The system is a little bit new, so, you know, it takes some getting used to. It was a little bit complicated to begin with, but there is a simple and advanced section. So if you're like me, click the simple one. If you like to stick around and stuff, you know, try the advanced section. You get the gist of it. It's quite fun. Now, universe-wise, we obviously do have planet Arc Corp and its moons, Lyra and Walla, I believe they're called. We've got the major landing zone, Area 18, which is where we're currently heading to. We're heading to Arc Corp and then Area 18. There's also a new mission giver here, which is fantastic. We've got the Twitch, I believe she's called, or Tessa Pashio, or Twitch as they call her. I don't know whether there's a reference to Twitch itself. It does sound like it is, but oh well. They've also added Hurston security ship variants for areas in and around Hurston, which now players can also now set quantum travel waypoints on members of their party. which is quite good, as me and my friends freaking play this, as you might have seen, and get lost all the time. So now we can, meet up in quantum space, which is going to be quite good. There's been a ton of new missions added, so we've added patrol missions to Delamar, we've added destroy satellite missions into the Hurston area, and they've added additional delivery mission variants, so you've got a lot more to do inside the game now. Ships and vehicle-wise, the Misk Reliant variants Tanna, Sen, and Mako are now in the game. The Anvil F-70C-M Super Hornet is here, and they've added automated gimbals, which is quite cool. I've been waiting for that for a while now. They've also added voice feedback for events while mining, which is great because I know one of my friends, Finn, who actually leads the organization, was complaining about that ages ago. So yay, Finn's now got that fixed. FPS-wise, they've added the Gemini S71 assault rifle, the Custodic Arm Coda pistol, and a few other things, which is quite cool. And FPS weapons now have dry-fire audio when out of ammunition. Yay! So we've got FPS battles, probably going to be a little bit better. There's been a ton of feature updates as well, but I'll let you go and read them down below in the description should you want to go and read them. Star Marine has also had an extensive update to Echo 11, so hopefully I'm going to get in and do a few games of them soon. There's also been a full rework of a 300i. I'll try and get a review of one of those in the next month or so, but a 300i is a little bit expensive, so keep an eye out for that. I think it's going to be fun. If you do want to go check out the full changelog, then make sure to read into the description as well as the other links. In the meantime, enjoy my time-lapse to Arc Corp. And here we are. We have arrived at Arc Corp in the Arc Corp system, I believe it is. Anyway, let's have a look around at what we can see here. So for starters, out our main windows, we can see the planets of Arc Corp. Now, what's different and unique about this planet, you're probably asking, is how is it different from anything else in the system? Well, unlike the other planets inside the Stanton system, which is where we currently are, Arc Corp is fully developed, meaning it's basically a city across an entire planet, which is pretty interesting. So think of it as a Coruscant of the Star Citizen universe is something I can compare it to. Now we're going to want to find the Area 18 landing zone. So let's go into our map and, oh no, we're going to go a bit closer. Now let's see, Area 18, where is that? Here's Area 6, and I think, yeah, there we go. Let's set route. Cool. We're going to want to bring up our map and set a course there, as that's going to be our main landing zone. And we're going to go land there, and we're going to go explore around the city. So let's spool up our drive. And we're going to quickly go around the planet and then go down to landing. Now, one thing I did notice, it might have been a bug in the PTU, was it was incredibly slow to travel across the planet. So hopefully that's not going to happen today, because if not, it's going to be quite a slow ride getting there. But here we go. We're going to go around the planet. You really just get a fantastic view of the planet as you come around here. And I think we're going to be landing in nighttime. I'm not sure. It might just be going nighttime. But you can see down here from the side of the ship a minute how the city takes place on the planet. It does look fantastic. It really is the Coruscant in Star Citizen. Right, so we got a bit of issue here. Can we boost any higher than that? Where even is Area 18? There you go. It's a bit further away. Alright, so our speed is capped at that for some reason, so our systems might start overheating, but hopefully not. We're going to keep in cruise control until we get there, but it shouldn't be too long for us to actually get to Area 18. I was afraid we can't speed up for some reason, but it looks like we're going to be stuck at 143 for the time being. Previously I did get stuck around at 60, so this is a bit of a refreshing experience. So just as we fly through the atmosphere, it is a little bit glitchy a minute, but you can see the cityscape below us here. I will take us down lower in a moment so we can actually explore, but for the minute, we're going to head over to the Area 18 landing zone and set foot down there. But you can just see here like how good the detail is of the city. I mean, look at that. You can actually see the skyscrapers reaching up into what is the sky of the planet and touching it. It's amazing. They've done so much good work on this planet. I can't wait to see more of it. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to commence landing, so stick with us. We'll be over in no time. Now here's where you get a better detail of the actual cityscape around us. You can see now as I approach the Area 18 landing zone ahead of us, which is where all our ships are going to dock, you can actually see the skyscrapers and cityscape below. And look at that. I'm not sure how low down we can go, so why don't we change our course for a moment and take us down. We're probably going to hit a restricted airspace any moment, but we shouldn't be going too low down. But let's see how far we can get, see if we can fly past the buildings. I mean, look at here. We have an Arc Corp building to our left here. We are actually going to fly into that, actually. Let's take some evasive maneuvers. Oh, yeah, it's restricted space there. Let's not fly too close to it. But I should be able to take us down a little bit lower so we can explore. Let's cancel cruise control for a minute. I need a bit more of a manual approach. I need to keep an eye on where our actual restricted airspace is. Let me just look at some of the areas here. I'm not sure how low we can go down. Can we land? Would anybody have an issue if we landed? The ship is getting a little bit uncontrollable a second. This is the issue of like not flying over hotels sometimes. Keyboard and mouse does get a little bit touchy. Deploy landing gear. This is actually a landing zone, wow. Landing gear deployed. And touchdown. Well, there we go. We've actually made contact on Arc Corp. Look at that. Fantastic. And you can just see the skyscrapers around us is amazing. Now, I'm not going to get out of the ship or walk around too much here because we're actually going to go to the Area 18 landing zone like I mentioned about 15 times. But you can just see some of the places you can land on here. One of the other Star Citizen creators who I recommend you follow if you haven't checked already is Rexzilla. He does PvP combat. Now, I've seen him doing some rooftop battles like this, which is pretty cool. But anyway, let's continue on to Area 18. Oh, I've almost just jetted straight into a ceiling there. My flying is not as good as it used to be. That is a takeoff I never advise anyone doing, by the way. Right, we're going to continue on to the Area 18 landing zone. I'll raise my landing gear a second. And actually touch down there, as then I want to go and explore inner parts of the city. So let's go and check that out. Beeline over here quickly before we end up closing without us. Alright, deploy landing gear. And let's get ready to take ourselves down. Landing gear deployed. Now this is going to be a bit of a tough one, because usually I have a pilot or like a co-pilot to help me land. But not today. I'm going to be landing this one by myself. Let's see, I need to go backwards, don't I? Oh, my speed is stuck for some reason. Right, I need to remember it's control to go down. This is going to be quite a bit of a difficult landing. Hopefully we can stick it, else this is going to be a short trip. And touchdown. I think we've made a successful landing. There you go, landing complete. Okay, let's power down the ship and we can go and explore. Alright, let's head over this way a minute and see if we can find anything. Oh, someone's giving a free ride from Lawville. Nice. Let's just have a chat quickly. Right, we should be able to get up this lift here and go and explore. So let's go. This is the downside of Star Citizen. You do have to end up waiting around for a lot of stuff. You have to wait for trains, you have to wait for elevators, ships. But it is like living in an actual living universe, I guess you could say. So, you know, Chris Roberts and the team at CIG are actually creating what they set out to create, which is pretty interesting. The Star Citizen project is very ambitious, but it's something I've backed since around about 2013-14. Okay, we'll just ignore those doors. So, you know, it's kind of something I've been passionate about. I do love how this is slightly different from Hurston. Like, it's not completely different, like you've set foot on an entirely new system, but it's like, yeah, you can imagine this lift and stuff being everywhere. I think they do most of these with procedural now, or something like that, or they're soon going to be doing a procedural. And here we go. We're in the Riker Memorial Spaceport, I believe this is called. All the NPCs stood around here. Now, this is the observation deck over here, so I think this is where we landed. Yeah, so we landed over the other side there, but you can see where I was trying to land on these pads, but it wouldn't let me in. Oh, there we go. Now, hopefully when players actually take off their ships and such, we can typically watch from outside the window here, because everything takes place inside the same server and game. So, you know, if someone takes a ship off out of there now and flies up, we would be able to see it, which is quite cool. Anyway, we need to head into the actual city area, so let's go and find a spaceport. Let's see, Traveler Rentals, VIP Lounge. Is it around this way? Here we go, transit over here. Right, we're getting ready to depart. So this is going to take us into Area 18, which is the big city. Or no, it's going to take us into the Arc Corp city. I think it's still called Area 18 as well, but this is kind of like the area on the planet. I think the whole idea of Arc Corp is it's like divisioned up into separate areas on board, but here we go. Now you can see we're coming into Area 18 here. You've got all the stores and stuff like this, and there's a giant hologram. And I think this is our stop. Yep, here we go. Okay, so let's get ready to step off. And we've arrived at Area 18. And here we are. And it looks magnificent. I mean, just look at this. You could almost feel like you are on the planet. You've got the skyscrapers of the LCD things over there. You've got a giant hologram as well. And yeah, we're going to head into the Arc Corp Plaza, as this has got all the shops and stuff we can actually explore. So let's get ready to go. I love that poster, by the way, Hammerhead. I really want a Hammerhead in the game, which is I can't... I'm not paying 700 quid or whatever it is for a bloody ship in this game. Maybe if I'm drunk, I'm not sure. But yeah, for a minute, let's head in. There's even cash machines and stuff here. These are quite cool. And here it is. This is Arc Corp. It's quite loud. And there's tons of stuff you can actually explore around here. You've got like backstreet alleys, which are probably going to get stabbed in if you go down. You've got, I think this is a trade exchange or something, isn't it? Trade Development Division. Last time I walked in here, I crashed. Let's try it again. So this looks like a very fancy part. Trade Development Division, AC Jobwell. Okay. See, this is what I love about Star Citizen. Everything in the universe is so, like, good looking. My question is, though, when we think about gameplay, are people actually going to worry about how good it looks when you walk in here and stuff like that? You know, if people can't do anything with it, it doesn't make sense. Like, is this a real person or is it that's an AI as well? Can we actually use these? Touchscreen to start. Oh, so we can actually buy and sell stuff here. Sell. Okay, well, I'm not going to sell anything today. I don't have anything to sell. But let's head over here and look at the window. So you got a bigger landing space down here. I'm not sure if you can actually land there. Imagine landing your Hammerhead there and like looking over everything. Could be really cool. For a trade place, I expected this to be like quite busier, but apparently it's quite empty. Not sure why. I guess because this is the first iteration of like including the Arc Corp planet inside Star Citizen, it is going to take a while for them to get like, you know, the feel of it right. And especially those doors as well. Now let's continue walking around. Is this banking as well? Okay. What else do we actually have on the Arc Corp planet? There's a few other places you can go to on Arc Corp, but for the moment we're just exploring Area 18. I might do another separate video on exploring other areas. For the minute, I'm enjoying this. These doors are really slow. Admin. Okay. It does look really nice though.
Welcome to Arc Corp Tower. Area 18 is ready.
Elevators. Okay, well, why don't we take a look in the elevator and see what we can find. I'm not actually sure where I'm going anymore. I think there's meant to be stuff on display here, but it's disappeared, so, hello? You don't want to talk to us, alright. I guess we'll pretend we could see it. Touchscreen to start. Yeah, there's nothing here. That's a shame. Okay, I think there's meant to be stuff loaded in here, but we can't see it because it might be a glitch, or it just is actually empty. I'm not actually sure. But I guess this is just like a storefront, or, you know, things we can visit. And there's a nice window we can actually look out and explore more of. Very nice. These are all locked. Okay, we can't access most of this. So I take it most of it is still actually being, like, built over time. Oh, that must be a weapons manufacturer. Okay, that makes sense. We'll go back down to the main foyer and see what we can find down there. North lobby. Like, weird holograms. It feels like I've walked out the Expanse in one way. The Expanse, but, you know, a couple 100 years more. Is this like a UE Navy advert? Yeah, it is. Look at that. That's cool. Every planet kind of does feel like lived in here. So I guess it's like a... Oh, this is just like a shop. It's like a confectionery shop. Everything does feel so realistic. I don't know where we are going to... Oh, I'm kind of lost inside Arc Corp, so take this with a pinch of salt. Astro Armada. Oh, this might be the ship store. It might be. Let's go take a look at it. But can we actually see... Oh, we can see the city down here. I'm not sure if a train flew through here. It might have done. Can we go in here? Yeah, we can. Astro Armada. Now, are they going to have ships on sale? Ah, no. We've got that glitch. So there should actually be a ship in the store here. Like on the holo thing, I believe. But because we've got that glitch where nothing's loading in, it's not actually there. Which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. So this is where you can presumably come and buy ships, I take it? Or look at them. So yeah, you've got them on posters and stuff down there. Well, that does look like we've covered most of Arc Corp so far. I know there's definitely lower levels and stuff you can go on to. There's also the moons in the actual Arc Corp system. There's plenty more stuff you can explore around here. I bet the train does fly through here. Look at that. But I'm probably going to leave it up to you guys to explore as well, unless you'd like me to come and check out more areas. But for now, I think this covers all of our exploration of Arc Corp. In this little video, I've taken you to the main planet, we've looked at the city, I've just spotted what looks like possibly a casino, might pop over there in a minute. But for the moment, this is Arc Corp. Star Citizen is getting on very nicely at 3.5. It's still got a few bug fixes it needs to make it perfect, but if you are thinking about getting back in the game like me, then I think 3.5 is the best place to start. Remember, if you would like to pick up Star Citizen and get a few extra credits to help you along, starting along in the universe, you can use my referral code, which is down below in the description, to get yourself 5,000 UEC. That's your actual credits you can use when you open up a menu like this. See, I've got 55,000. You can also get 5,000, which is quite cool. Helps you buy some guns, some suits, you know, some grenades and stuff to kill your mates with. I'm not sure. If you have issues with running Star Citizen on your PC, then I recommend you try out Shadow Tech PC. It's basically a shadow cloud gaming software. I've got a dedicated video about it, which I'll include down below, but I'll also include my referral link, which will get you around about either £5 or £10 off, I think, your first month subscription. Essentially, it's cloud computing. It basically leverages the power of the internet through that, and it is really cool. Definitely go check it out. I've run Star Citizen on it before through a Mac, believe it or not, which is quite revolutionary in my mind. But in the meantime, thank you for watching. If you would like to get involved with myself and more Star Citizen, you're more than happy to join our Discord server with a special rank for people who join our Star Citizen organization. All the links you need are below in the description. In the meantime, I've been Captain Jack. Thank you for adventuring with me in Star Citizen today, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.